Even all Marcus here. I've had a long day out in Bristol to the Bristol Comicon and Gaming Festival. There we go. There's the event on Facebook, so you can sort of see. So that's just a small Comic-Con that goes on in Bristol. It wasn't massive. It was basically kind of a big sports hall and loads of sellers and a few kind of minor celebrities. But what we did do is get a little bit of a stash. So as you can see behind me, I'm kind of starting to collect some of these like pop vinyl figures and that sort of stuff. I'm one of those people who likes to collect everything or nothing. So here's my collection of what I've picked up while I was there. A few bargains. I like to compare to Amazon and stuff just to make sure I get a good price. But there was a few good bargains, a few quid off here and there sort of thing to save me sort of spending more. So let's get into it. First off, one of the things I want to show you is these Nerf guns that the boys got. So you can sort of see it's just a sort of standard Nerf gun. I'm not sure what Nerf gun it is exactly, but maybe I'll just pick this up. I think it was £25, so it's expensive for the Nerf gun that it is, I think, but it's been sort of custom painted. And you know, the boys think it's the most amazing thing they've ever seen in their life. The guy at the store, he only had a couple left. He had this and a little Jolt, which I don't know if you know what a Jolt is, but it's just a little one bullet gun, tiny. I mean, youngest has hidden that away somewhere, so I don't know where that is at the moment. But this is pretty smart. Works as a normal gun should. Boosh. And yeah, quite impressed with that. The boys will use that for some sort of cosplay, I'm sure, or whatnot. It's got a little light on it. There you go. That's item number one. All right, grab one of these bags. Here we go. Home Alone. Who doesn't love the classic film Home Alone? For every generation, it's the classic Christmas film. The first one, at least. Second one's quite good as well. They've released these pop vinyl figures. So this is Harry. You can see he's got a little flashlight, and what you probably can't see there is he's got like a burnt head. Actually, let's get him out. Let's get him out so you can have a little look. I'll just be careful when I'm unboxing because they like to keep these nice and pristine. Here we go. Look, that's hilarious. Look at that. He's got a little bit of hat hair on the top there. How brilliant is that? And what I have done, I have ordered Marv and Kevin, as you can see on the back of the box here, from Amazon because they were a couple of quid cheaper each there. So when I get them, I'll show you them in a later video maybe. Alright, let's pop this back in there. Let's bring up another blue bag. Oh, here's a good one. Alright, so first off, for £10 we have Dr. Robotnik from Sonic the Hedgehog. So I'm going to order Sonic to go with this, but I think I'm going to cut my collection there because I want to go for the classic Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic and Dr. Robotnik. Don't need any more on that. You can sort of see on the back, maybe I would quite like a Super Sonic if we ever see one, but Shadow, he doesn't count. He's kind of new, isn't he? You know, I don't want Shadow, But I've got the version coming with Sonic with an Emerald. So it'll be Sonic with an Emerald and Dr. Eggman. Although Shadow with a Chow would be quite good. But you know, I'm not gonna hold my breath for that one. So there we go. There's Dr. Robotnik. That's a pretty cool figure. I think that looks pretty smart on my shelf behind me. Let's put that to one side. And first bargain I picked up actually was the Blanka figure. Now I don't actually have any of the Street Fighter figures behind me, but you know, Blanka's kind of one of my favourites. So there you go. There's Blanka. I don't think we need to get him out. You can kind of see him in his glory. Obviously, there's all sorts of other figures you can collect. Whether I'll pick those up, I don't know, probably, but I think the Street Fighter ones I might pick up over time as and when they become a bit of a bargain. Right, finally in this bag we have a Xenomorph, or just an alien from the first Alien film. So I have, they had the Queen Alien as well.
From her, you bitch!
But that was like 25 quid. And I know on Amazon it's £16.50. So yeah, I'm gonna order it from there. And they had Ellen Ripley as well as part of the sort of original Alien set. But that was more expensive as well. So I'm gonna buy that from Amazon as well. But this is my first one from the Alien collection. I do like Alien. It's one of my favourite films ever. That, and I'd love a Predator. Predator seems to be out of stock everywhere and whatever, so if I ever see a Predator, I may be persuaded to spend a little bit more on a Predator. Let's bring another bag up. Alright, what do we have in here? In here. There's one guy who had like the biggest stall of pop vinyl figures, and I kept buying, going back to him sort of thing, debating over whether I want to start any new collection. So here we have Marty McFly and Dr. Emmett Brown. So you know what they're from. Everyone knows what they're from Back to the Future. And they are pretty sweet. I mean, they're not anything special. Sort of the Doc is kind of the one where he's obviously remote controlling the car at the beginning of the first film, and then just sort of Marty's kind of just normal, sort of pre-Back to the Future sort of get up with his little. I don't know if you can see, he's got little headphones around his neck. Quite smart. Boxes all are in good condition. There's only 2 of them in this set, which is good, which I like that. So you've only got 2 in this original Back to the Future set. You can get different sets of these figures, some with like Marty with like a hoverboard and stuff like that, and you can get the Back to the Future car. So, but they're going for silly prices. I think they did have the DeLorean with Marty at the event, but yeah, I think it was like 30 quid, and the boxes were like bashed to anything.
Whoa, wait a minute, Doc. Are you trying to tell me that my mother has got the hots for me?
Precisely.
Whoa, this is heavy.
There's that word again, heavy. Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
What?
And finally, is this one, this little package here. What have we got in here? Oh yes, he's a character I've always liked. DC, it says DC superhero Lobo. I don't know if you know what Lobo is, but I suggest you give him a check out. He says £15 on it, but the guy was selling it for 12. I think it was towards the end of the day. He just kind of wanted to sell as much as he could, so he got 3 quid off. He's one of one set, which is nice. So he is what he is. There's not multiple versions of Lobo and that sort of thing. I mean, there may be special versions out there, but I've never seen them. I'm not aware of them. And he's pretty cool. He's got his cigar, he's got his gun, he's got like a hook, and it's an exclusive edition sort of thing. So it just means it's kind of limited in numbers. And he's pretty cool. He's one of my first kind of superhero DC type character. As I say, he's cool. I got into him when playing the first Injustice game, and he came on as a DLC character sort of thing. Look at him. He's kind of almost like, I would say, kind of Deadpool-ish, but for the DC universe. He's kind of, you know, really against everything. You know, he's a real fun character. So if you haven't seen any Lobo, go check him out. But there you go. And one final thing that the other half picked up. She picked up an Umbrella Corporation keyring. So she's got so many keyrings. Literally her car keys weigh the car down. But that's pretty smart, I think. She's always keen on picking up Umbrella stuff, so we may end up getting the pop vinyl figures for the Resident Evil stuff at some point. Right, I got a knock on the door just as I was editing this video. I thought, well, let's include this as well, as it's all related. It all kind of ties into the stuff I bought yesterday. Might as well show you them as the things I mentioned, sort of thing. So we've got the Queen alien. Let's have a good look at her. She's pretty cool. I think if anything, she's going to be one of the ones I take out and maybe use out of the box, because she is very cool. Part of the set there, I've got those two. So Ellen is in here. Ellen Ripley. Ooh. Oh, here's the Sonic the Hedgehog with the emerald. So I don't know if you can see, but he's got an emerald in his hand. Yep, he's pretty cool. Same back as the other one. Box is in good condition. Seems pretty sweet. And then here's the other two Home Alone figures. So they've got the full set. So you've got Kevin with his little iron and BB gun. The iron's even got like a cord that comes off that hangs down behind him in his kind of usual attire, which is pretty cool. And then he's got the iron because on Marv's head he has an iron mark. So if you remember in the original film, he gets an iron dropped on his head, and then he has that mark on his head the entire time. And away went Rudolph, whizzing like a shooting star. So got that, and his crowbar, if you can see that in there. It's pretty cool that these have come, but I'll switch back to the other video now to end out. But that's our haul from today. It was a fun event. We went down on the train with the boys, made a bit of a day of it sort of thing. And there wasn't a lot there. It wasn't the biggest Comic-Con ever. The celebrities weren't amazing. But it's always fun to sort of see. The cosplays are really good. Ethan entered, my eldest, he entered the competition for the cosplay. He didn't win. He went as Reaper from Overwatch. But I think mainly because he bought the costume. So, you know, it's rather than make it. They like people to make their costumes, which is fair enough. But all credit to him. He went up, you know, super brave, super confident, and did it. So, you know, credit to him. You know, he's only 10, so, you know, it's good. But thanks for watching. If you like to see more pop vinyl stuff, I'm going to probably go over some of the stuff I've got behind me at some point. I'll do that. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. I'm big enough and ugly enough to take it if you didn't like it, that's fair enough. But let me know in the comments down below what you think I can improve or what you want to see. Right, that's me done. I'm out. Take it easy.